Good morning, children. In the last class, we have read about the three ranges of Himalayas. So, in this class, we will learn in detail about the three ranges of Himalayas. So, first is the Greater Himalayas or Himadri. So, children, let us read about the Greater Himalayas now. The Great Himalayan ranges are the highest of all the Himalayan ranges. They lie in the extreme north. They always remain under snow. There are many peaks in the Himadri range which are more than 8,000 meters high. Mount Kanchenjunga, about 8,598 meters high, is the highest peak in the Greater Himalayas. The other peak is Annapurna. Many glaciers originate from these mountains. Many rivers originate from these glaciers, such as river Ganga from Gangotri and the river Yamuna from Yamunotri. These rivers are called perennial rivers. So children, as we have already learnt in previous class that there are three ranges of Himalayas. At the top we have the Greater Himalayas, which are the highest of all the Himalayan ranges in the north. Now, they lie in the extreme north of India. So, the Greater Himalayas are located or they lie in the extreme north of India and they are always covered with snow. Now, there are many peaks in Himadri range like Mountain Kanchenjunga and Annapurna whose height is more than 8,000 meters. And children, the height of Kanchenjunga is given in your book. It is 8,598 meters high. And lastly, children, since these mountains are always covered with snow, that is why many glaciers originate or they start. Originate means they start or they begin from these glaciers. So, many rivers they originate from these glaciers. Now, children, what is a glacier? So, a glacier is nothing but a river of ice. So, glacier is a river of ice that melts slowly when sunlight falls on it. So, due to the action of sunlight, these rivers of ice melt, and as a result, the rivers originate or come down from these mountains. So many rivers like Ganga, Yamuna start or begin from these mountains in the Himalayas. Ganga originates from Gangotri Glacier and Yamuna originates from Yamunotri Glacier. And children, all these rivers are perennial rivers. Perennial means these rivers flow down throughout the year. They will never dry up. So these type of rivers are known as perennial rivers. And Ganga originates from Gangotri Glacier and Yamuna originates from Yamunotri Glacier in the Himalayas. Now children, just beside this paragraph you have the Mount Kanchenjunga, and the height of Mount Kanchenjunga is important. It is 8,598 meters in height. Now let us read about the Middle Himalayas or Himachal. So the Middle Himalayas or the Himachal ranges are towards the south of the Himadri ranges. The Himadri and the Himachal ranges are separated by deep river valleys. These mountain ranges receive regular snowfall during the winter season. The mountain slopes are covered with thick forests of pine and deodar. Many hill stations such as Shimla, Manali, Kullu, Mussoorie, Nainital and Darjeeling are situated in this region. So children, the Middle Himalayas or Himachal are lying just below the Greater Himalayas. So just below the Greater Himalayas lie the Middle Himalayas, which is also known as Himachal. And children, Himachal and Himadri, both these ranges are separated by deep river valleys. So they are separated by deep river valleys. Now, Himachal range receives regular snowfall during the winters. So during the winters, Himachal receives regular snowfall. Now, the mountains in this range is also covered with forest of pine and deodar trees. So in the middle Himalayas, you will see a lot of pine and deodar trees. And many famous hill stations like Shimla, Manali, Kullu, Mussoorie, Nainital and Darjeeling, all these famous hill stations are located in the middle Himalayas or Himachal. Now, coming to the last topic of today, lower Himalayas, Shivalik. So, the lower Himalayas or the Shivalik ranges are the southernmost mountain ranges. These mountain ranges are made up of loose rocks and sand. Landslides are common in this region. These hills are covered with thick forest. These forests are full of wild animals. The foothills of Shivalik Hills are called Terai. This area is filled with marshes due to heavy rainfall. So children, lower Himalayas or Shivalik lies just below the middle Himalayas. So just below middle Himalayas lies the lower Himalayas or Shivalik. And it is the southernmost mountain range of the Himalayas. So this is the last mountain range of Himalayas. Now, these mountain ranges are made up of loose rocks and sand. So these mountain range are made up of loose rocks as well as sand. Now, landslide is very common in this range. Now, what is landslide? Children, landslide is a natural disaster, and in this natural disaster what happens, parts of land fall down from the mountain slope. So part of land collapses or it falls down from the mountain slope. This is only known as landslide. So landslide is very common in this mountain range. Now also children, shivalik Shivalik range has many hills which are covered with forests, and these forests have wild animals. So these hills are covered with forest and the forests have wild animals in it. Now the foothills of Shivalik means just below the hills there is a area which is known as Terai, and this area is filled with marshes due to heavy rainfall. Marshes means daldal wale ilake. So near the foothills of Shivalik range, we have an area called Terai, and this area is filled with marshes because of heavy rainfall. Now children, coming to the last paragraph. On the eastern side, the Himalayan mountain ranges turns towards the south and forms a series of low hills which are also known as Garo, Khasi, Jaintia, Naga, Mizo and Patkai hills. They have fast running streams and dense forests. These hills are also called the Purvanchal. Now children, on the eastern side of India also we have the Himalayas. But on eastern side, huge mountains are not there. So we don't have huge mountains on the eastern side. On the eastern part, we have low hills. There are low or small hills, and the name of the hills are Garo, Khasi, Jaintia, Naga, Mizo, and Patkai. All these are names of low hills. Now, these hills have very fast running streams. What are streams? Small rivers. So these hills have very fast running streams, and they also have thick forest. Now these hills are also known as Purvanchal. Now children, in Hindi, east means Purv. In Hindi, east direction means Purv. So these hills are also known as Purvanchal because they lie towards the east of India. So now children, I am going to show you the location of all the ranges. So over here children, as you can see on the screen, Great Himalayas are there. Then just below the Great Himalayas, we have the Middle Himalayas or Himachal. And just below the Middle Himalayas, we have the Shivalik range. As you can see, Shivalik is written. Now on the eastern side children, on the eastern side also we have the Himalayas. But their height is less. So these hills have less height compared to the hills or the mountains that we have on the north side. So here you can see Garo Hills, Khasi Hills, Jaintia, Naga, Patkai and Mizo Hills are there. So all these hills on this eastern side are together known as Purvanchal. So this is Purvanchal on the eastern side. Now children, this image is also given in your book. I'll just show you. So this image is also given in your book over here. So you can see the same image here also, and you can see here on the eastern side you have all the hills. On the northern side you have Great Himalayas, Middle Himalayas and Shivalik range. So children, I hope you have understood today's topic. Now, in the next class, children, we will continue with the importance of the Himalayas. So, till then, children, please revise the portion that we have taught today, and I will see you in the next class. Thank you, children.